What's up, everybody? This is going to be an analysis video for my subscriber Pleeba. Pleeba plays Sheik and has been making waves somewhere in the Midwest. I know Pleeba's from. I'm not sure if it's the Chicagoland area, but I've definitely seen Pleeba in a lot of Chicago tournaments. And they're going to be playing some Sheik versus Fox. Now, what I always like to talk about is the stages. I'm assuming that you banned FD and Yoshi's here. He banned Fountain. Now, this is risky because, honestly, Kells plays in a pretty defensive way, or at least that's how I assume that he plays. That's generally how I see him play when I'm not like analyzing sets. So maybe he's going to go aggressive on you. I'm not sure. I've never played Sheik against him myself, but I know that he generally likes to pull back. So having Dreamland open is decently risky, but that's pretty obviously why I think he took off FOD. And he takes off Dreamland, which I would also probably agree is Sheik's best stage in this matchup. So he takes it off. You guys strike the battlefield. This is a comfort pick for most Sheiks, but Fox also likes this stage as well. You guys both start on the side platform, which isn't bad for you. Usually I'd charge some needles and then cancel it until like a shield drop fair, or like a runoff something. Or even a jump if you want. But at least getting some needles here is pretty good. You just go immediately to the top platform. Again, I like to play a little bit more defensively at the start, but this is fine. You just don't gain any major advantage from being to the top platform. So you have to think about game states, right? You have to think, okay, the Fox is on the ground. Where's like the best place that I could be, right? Is the top platform really where you want to attack from? Most likely not. What you could do is like a turnaround needle right here or something. You do back air to cover you, but you have to think when Fox is attacking up at you, if you get caught by one up air, it can mean a lot of damage. It's also hard to fall down on Fox when he has crouch cancel and shield. So just be careful just putting yourself in risky spots willingly. You know what I mean? I would consider top platform to not be the best spot against Fox. If you watch Plup, if you watch Swedish Delight, I doubt they really move to the top platform that frequently, especially on Battlefield. Could have been a little bit faster there on the shield drop Bayer and actually hit him here. The only reason why I point that out is because this game of 0% Sheik and 0% Fox is an interesting one, right? He can crouch cancel essentially everything that you do. And so the more that you can tack on damage just with like hits that are fading away and gain like 15% at a time, the better and better your options are going to be becoming later on in the game, right? Your fares from the platforms are going to do a lot more, push them farther away. Your down smash will set up for edge guards. Your forward tilt will start to pop them up. All those things are really, really important. So I'm harping on this just a little bit, but it's more to highlight the fact that you want to like have chip damage against Fox in any safe scenario where you can. This means that you don't want to be doing fading in aerials on him. You don't want to be doing just random tilts like walking up and doing it. You don't want to dash attack him when he's on the ground. Rising aerials can be decently risky too. It's all about like the fade away aerials, the needles, the raw grabs can be really good. Needle grabs, jab baits, shield pressure strings, all those things are really, really good. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. A little bit committal with the up smash. I don't really approve. Yeah, see here, I don't mind that you actually do everything that you did here. Going for that back air was totally fine, would have just been a safe back air. You end up on the top platform, cover yourself again with the bear. He was far enough away to where this wasn't going to hit, and then you go for a shield drop fair. You actually do it too early here, so this ends up not actually hitting him. Or potentially the spacing was also off, but it's really hard to shield drop on somebody that's doing an up tilt right here. So maybe what you could have done, this would have been a hard read, but Fox loves to hold position right here with up tilts and just holding down the whole time that they're doing this, especially when Sheik, or when Fox again is at low percent. So something that would have been really, really interesting, a direct punish to this double up tilt, is if you shield drop down and then dashed in and grabbed the second one. Because you can definitely whiff punish this up tilt, but you just have to be like primed to do it, right? So instead, you get up tilt shined. You're in the air after the up tilt, so you actually reach the ground immediately, but he recognizes this and backs off. Little shield pressure sequence, you do a nair to get out of the way. You guys were kind of in a scramble situation as soon as this happened. He like light shield and then lasered out. It hit your shield. Then you did a wave dash out of shield. He just kind of calls out your movement here. There's not a lot to say except for you could have moved out in a slightly different way. Again, you could have like gone top platform and then done the like needles to cover yourself over here because of how far back he was in the corner. Or you could have gone slightly more aggressive, right? You could have held your ground after the nair, done like an up tilt in place, calling out him, running forward. So just keep in mind, you don't have to disengage from all those scrap situations. She can kind of hold her own, but it is difficult when he's at low percent. the first iteration of a reaction tech chase opportunity here. Unfortunate that it didn't quite work out. You get a down smash knockdown, which is really good. And yeah, at this percent, he's still able to tech in place that dash attack. So dash attacking is like decently risky. Essentially, boost grabbing is slightly better in almost all these situations. You might not have had to even boost grab here. Just run up, like jump cancel grab could have worked. I think you had probably enough time. But it can be tempting to do those dash attacks, especially at percents where it could pop them up. But if they tech in place shine you, it can mean big damage. This goes for Falco as well. Like I said, it can be kind of hard coming down here, right? Definitely. So we see him up air you, he back airs you. You don't have to throw out this back air. You also could have done like an air dodge mix up or like a wave land. You could have like wave landed top platform right here, even though it looked like your momentum was going this way. I know that PPMD is really good at mixing those things up with his Marth, but he gets a little overzealous. Gets hit by the poof and you fair him. Definitely understand that. You go for some pressure right there. The unfortunate thing about this is that it doesn't really look like you were reacting to the situation properly. He ran right past you, and you just tried to like read the situation with a dash attack, right? You set yourself up kind of in a good spot, but you're like totally fading in with this fair. You started here, ended up here. You could have like zoned him out, like auto cancel fair forward tilt, calling him running in. But it is kind of just the first time you've had him in the corner and kind of watching how he comes out. Tomahawk F tilt right there. He plays a little interesting. He runs off the stage. See, like, almost everything you're doing, you're just slightly late to the reaction, right? Like, check this out. He runs off, you do a forward tilt, then you wave dash back, even though there's no real threat of you getting hit right here. Then you charge the needles, but at this point, he's already grabbed the ledge. Then he tournament winners, but at that point, you already committed to throwing the needles, so he's above you. You go for the up air, and it's just slightly too late, and then he counter hits you, right? It's all about recognizing situations as soon as possible, and immediately, like right here, you should be short hop and needle, cover the double jump to the ledge, and then this could have been a kill, right? You had the right idea, but you're slightly too late on it. Same thing with that up air in the tournament winner, right? So just make sure you're reacting in neutral and watching your opponent's game state all the time. And he chooses not to recover there, which is interesting. You run straight past him, which is fine. I think a light shield on a side platform would be good too. Definitely work on those reaction tech chases. I believe in you. You can reaction tech chase, I promise. I promise. But we've had two situations here that could have turned into giant damage, but instead turns into nothing. The really unfortunate part about this is that you get a literal knockdown at 0%. This is everything that you could ever want against a Fox. This is how you build up your damage. The tech chase from 0 to 50 with down throws is the most important thing, like if you've landed that grab, right? Because as soon as you get him above those percents, now you can start hitting him with other things and it's fine. But up until that point, grab is very obviously the best option. So yeah, make sure you're doing your best to hit your reaction tech chases. You slide off to the ledge here, which isn't terrible. I don't love the fairs off the ledge, although he's not doing a perfect job of punishing them. He's just kind of corner pressuring with these back airs, and you manage to escape. Did a slightly risky option. This is, again, just trying to like read his positioning. I think doing a back air probably would have covered yourself better regardless. And then, yeah, that was just overzealous as well. It feels like you're trying to push a little bit too much all the time. Like you're fading in, you're double jumping immediately. With that fair, with the corner pressure, you're immediately jumping in. It's just, I feel like it could be slightly more patient. You could play slightly more of a zoning game with the recovery playing slower, doing like the left and up B with like different shortens and angles and all that stuff would give you a lot of chances to live, even if the Fox is at low percent. So just trying to grasp at these things when they're in front of you instead of kind of playing it slower are the kind of things that Kells will prey on, right? So you definitely don't want to hand him his win condition when you don't have to. A lot of people do hold shield after you back air them at low percent. This is just a random thing. This would be a read. Is that I love going for bear grab because so many people will hold shield. You were well spaced though, so that you weren't going to get shined out of shield unless he read you right there. Decent nair too, playing kind of safe. Now this is kind of a trouble spot right here, right? What I actually didn't mention in one of my Sheik versus Fox analyses kind of recently is that I said that you could do this fair and it'll auto cancel, it'll be a little bit better, you can fast fall immediately, but people in the comments were actually suggesting, and something that I forgot to mention, and something that I don't do and I play Sheik enough, is actually needle right here. You can like short hop needle, then needle down, or like run off needle grab, needle down smash at this percent, knockdown would be fantastic. Down smash also, people don't talk about it enough, how it has a similar property to Peach's down smash, where if they hold down, they're actually going to get hit by multiple hits of the down smash, and it racks up a lot of damage for you. And unless they're immediately, like if they're really, really privy to countering that, like crouch canceling and then like wave dashing forward after like 2 hits of it or something, or if they don't get knocked down, and punishing you out of it, it can work out in your favor a lot of the time. So like needle down smash here, needle grab, needle dash back, all those things could be really, really good. So you don't have to commit to these fairs. They're definitely slightly more committal than a needle might be. And again, pushing forward, it always feels like this undulation of you moving in, you getting hit out, you moving in, you getting hit out, right? And look at you fading forward with another double jump aerial. Okay, this wasn't terrible. You could have gone to the side platform, but you choose to stay on the ground. I don't mind it. Something that would have maybe been nice is like charge needles, then like cancel them, just to like give them a visual cue of like maybe you're willing to hold your ground, then you cancel, move forward. But you don't get hit directly. And again, not really playing the patient game, running in with the run-up grab. Didn't quite work because he full hopped over it. And again, the early double jump, right? You want to save your double jump, try to like use some different recovery mix-ups. Like right here, sorry, let me just highlight it real quick. Instead of using it up here, you know, like double jump to the ledge if he's not going to cover it. So fall down, then double jump. And then if he has grabbed the ledge, you can like force a double jump aerial or like drop even farther down and then double jump up B. Now your poof is going to be able to hit him because he's been sitting on the ledge for so long that he doesn't have invincibility, right? So you have a lot of recovery mix-ups with this double jump when you're so close to the ledge. Double jump air dodge, too. That doing something like this is just very risky. Now you have no double jump. This is a wave shine up smash for sure, and you're just dead, which is unfortunate, right? You could have maybe gone for like a shortened mix-up here and maybe confused Kells, but it really all stemmed from that double jump that you did initially, and it seems like that's a habit for you. He does it straightforward. It's not bad. You wave dash back and hit him with a fair. I don't mind it. Something that, just a really, really tiny thing. I don't even know if this affected this. But right before Fox takes off in his up B, what you'll actually see here is he dips down. You see him dipping down right here. And so if you actually timed your needles, I think you could have hit him with standing needles from that position. But it's all a timing thing. This is just a small optimization that you can keep in mind. Nice jab down smash. He's all the way in the corner. What's the corner pressure, right? His ledge dashes aren't that good. Call out the ledge dash shield with a grab. And a really solid punish afterwards, actually. It was good. I think that against most Foxes, though, you should respect that situation a little bit more. Maybe stand slightly farther back, like stand over here, as opposed to standing right here, right? Nice. I like that. This, again, could have been like another runoff needle. So, like, needle to needle could have been really, really good. You're doing the fair. I'm not sure if he spot dodged this. Yeah, he must have just barely spot dodged the fair, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's okay. Not huge damage lost, but that's just one of those situations. Yo! Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So we have more of this neutral playing out. Kind of a scramble situation. You disengage to go to side platform. Trying to zone out. He kind of calls it out, shooting those lasers right there. Double lasering with Fox is actually decently risky, especially against Sheik, because they spend a lot of time in the air. They can't fast fall if they want to do a double laser, right? So they're just short hopping. And you can actually just approach them in that situation and get like a boost grab or something. So like those would be the kind of situations where I'd love to see you go aggressive when you notice he's trying to like zone out a little bit more. But then he does a full hop approach, so he's mixing it up pretty well. Kells is a top 100 Fox for a reason, right? He's definitely playing the mix-up game of trying to pull you in, but then like kind of going aggressive with these same things, right? Okay, what do we see here? Upbeat, side platform. He's punishing you. You double jump out. Again, you don't have to go for these back airs. Look at this. Okay, so if you had just fallen, look at your hurt box. You're just going to fall over here. But instead, you actually extend not only your hitbox, but also your hurt box, right? So be careful falling down with back air specifically, actually. Can really extend your hurt box into positions that can be pretty detrimental for you. So again, we see a tech chase opportunity at low percent. This is huge. This is everything that you want. You got to grab with a knockdown. But heck, man, you just barely drop it, and it's a little unfortunate. Down throw. This is perfect. And again, the missed tech chase. If you had hit the tech chases in this match, you might be up like 2 stocks to 1 right now. And a decent attempt at the wave dash fair. A little bit too obvious with the air dodge. Was a little too early, actually. You double jumped really high and then air dodged high, so you're way above the ledge. Easy reaction for him. So just make sure you're utilizing your recovery mix-ups and double jumping slightly lower. I think it can actually help you quite a bit. I'm pointing it out a lot, but it's actually something that would help. You get really unfortunate with this this fair right here, and he just drills into you, but that's okay. Again, you're going to the top platform. Like I said, you can like come down with some stuff, but I don't know if this should just be like your position that you just go to all the time, right? Because if you really think about neutral, regardless of the situation that just happened, right? Would you rather be on the ground with him right here and him shooting lasers in the corner? I would like that as Sheik personally. Then I can either push forward or start zoning. I have center stage. Or you disengage all the way from top platform and now you have to find a way down, right? And now here he is just kind of sharking at you. This could have been a great crouch cancel grab, to be honest. You run up and then crouch, but it seemed like you didn't believe in it or maybe committed to something at that percent. And then, yeah, he's just boxing you out, right? Something that would be good here is like a wave dash away instead of like that forward tilt right there to like kind of reset the neutral and then like find a more favorable position for yourself. Because, yeah, he's definitely just boxing you out and you do an unsafe forward tilt on shield. Definitely did not have enough time to do that given the back air. So don't just like muscle memory certain things, right? Like look at this. You do a short hop fair and it misses, right? And you immediately forward tilt afterwards. But you have to think like, do I have enough time to do this, right? Or maybe like he's going to try and cover himself either with a shine or a shield because both of those things come up frame one, right? So after the fair, maybe you disengage and do a dash back or like a wave dash back or maybe you short hop again. Try to avoid like damaging or trying to hit into things like this because this probably also loses to shine as well. So just muscle memorying like certain like zoning options can be bad. You always want to be watching what your opponent's exactly doing. Yep, drill shine forward tilt. Again, you air dodge very high. So you just double jump and then air dodge really high. And you don't even make it to the side platform before you can actually get up there and punish you, which is unfortunate. It's a decent recovery sequence by, edge guard sequence by him, but you definitely had so many more options available to you than you kind of showed, right? And then the upbeat of the edge, you kind of saw that he was moving to the edge there. You probably had enough time to react and mix that up. So it seems like there's this problem of like, you're not exactly reacting or watching your opponent. I think that you should like pay way more attention to exactly what your opponent's doing and try to think about the options that you can do to beat out what you're seeing, right? A lot of that is really, really important. It seems like you're just a hair behind on those things, or you're hesitating on those options. It could be a couple different things. But that's definitely a problem, is that in neutral and in certain situations like the edge guarding where you have some time to mix it up, it seems like you're not watching your opponent. You're kind of just doing one of those like muscle memory options, like, oh, I'm at a hit stun, I'm gonna jump, and then like immediately I gotta cover myself, like gonna do an aerial, and it's like, well, you extended your hitbox straight into him now. Like look at him just standing there, he's trying to punish you. But man, if you hit the tech chases, I swear to God, this was a totally different set. Practice reaction tech chasing. Maybe go into 20xx and look at the different. Go frame by frame and look at Fox's tech rolls and familiarize yourself with those. That can help a lot. Come down with needles a little bit more from the side platform. That can also help you too gain position or gain control in center stage, because that is very important. And don't always be pushing forward, right? Don't always be pushing forward. It seemed like there was a lot of that. The match was 3 minutes long, but it felt like, you know, you wanted it to be over in 1 minute. But really, like, you have the position to play with. You have the percent to play with. You guys are even in stocks. No reason for you to push like that. But it seems like at that moment, you just, like, immediately go in with, like, a short hop aerial, or you, like, double jump at him with something a little bit too risky. Or just, like, retreat to top platform, certain things like that, and just, like, trying to push at him down over here. Yeah, but if you have any clarifying questions about anything that I said, always feel free to ask me. If anybody has any questions, you can drop them in the comments below, and I'll catch you all next time. All right, see ya.